Hello, this week we embrace the future of films with IMAX 3D and welcome back a TV hero of old, Doctor Who.
I have two hearts. You have to get me out of here before they kill me again. Please. Please, you have to help me. Try!
Plus, cartoon capers at the Cardiff Animation Festival and piratical puppets in Muppet Treasure Island.
The Black Spot's a pirate's death sentence!
He died? And this is supposed to be a kid's movie.
When I was a child, that music meant it was time to hide behind the sofa. It introduced Doctor Who, the time-travelling hero who for more than 30 years, in 7 different incarnations, battled to keep the universe safe from the evil grip of the Cybermen, the Master, and worst of all, the Daleks with their deadly threat to exterminate. Well, after a 7-year absence, the Doctor is back in a feature-length TV movie that sees Doctor Who materialising in San Francisco at the end of this century.
This is Dr. Bowman. He's from London. He was just going to share a secret with us.
Yes, Professor, isn't there a chance of a closer look at the clock?
No! No, I'm afraid that I am the only person allowed up there.
Really, we can't just bend the rules and...
No.
But you see,
Grace says that you have a big secret. What is it?
I'm half human. On my mother's side.
Funnily enough, so am I. Also returning is the evil Master, this time played by faded film star Eric Roberts. He needs to kill the Doctor so he can live, and into the bargain threatens to destroy the universe. Can the Doctor save us all? No, we're not taking bets. Doctor Who is played by 30-something British actor Paul McGann, the character's 8th incarnation. So, science fiction buff Richard Hollis, how does this Doctor measure up?
Very well indeed. I think Paul McGann plays the part extremely well. He was personable. I think he took over from Sylvester McCoy. And like all the actors who play the Doctor, if you look back at the TV series, it's always this problem that they try and think, do I bring some ingredients from the past Doctors? After all, it's supposed to be the same person with a different face. And I think McGann did actually manage to do that.
I'm going back 20-odd years here, but I love Doctor Who for the monsters, the Daleks, the Cybermen and so on. And so to have as your face of evil Julia Roberts' brother, it didn't do a lot for me, that.
Except, of course, remember that if you look back at the Jon Pertwee period, and you'll find a lot of sort of younger Doctor Who fans grew up with Jon Pertwee. It was the first Doctor they saw. The Master was a very key figure during a lot of Jon Pertwee's stories. What he normally did, of course, is he brought all these alien creatures to Earth, usually, to battle with the Doctor. He was always behind all these shenanigans. In this feature film version, no, it's just himself. They really didn't have the time to explore that enough. How many times can this guy keep dying, and that sort of thing. And I felt that the sort of ultimate end of the Master, but if a TV series ever became of that pilot, and it probably won't, I'm afraid to say, but because I think McGann deserved another chance to have a go at the character. But if a TV series was to spin off that pilot, I think the Master would come back. I think you would see more of an exploration of the character.
Why do you think it won't make a series? Paul McGann's been quoted as saying that he's worried he might be the George Lazenby of Doctor Who, the guy who played James Bond once. It seemed to have the necessary ingredients, that cross-Atlantic appeal.
But I think that's actually what works against it, because I think it'll split the fan base completely. I understand that the viewing figures were quite good for it. I believe they
That's just in Britain.
That's just in Britain, yes. I think they were looking at a certain number of viewers. I think in America it had to have a definite number of viewers for them to even consider a series. I read in some of the trade press that it didn't actually get anything like the audience figures they wanted. And that's the problem.
Now, to me, the most shocking aspect of this episode was Doctor Who's first screen kiss. Now, he's had very attractive assistants in the past, who we as prepubescent kiddies used to sort of have fantasies about, but there was never any involvement. There was never any suggestion that Who had his own sexuality.
Some of the later Doctors, like Peter Davison's period, they did try and introduce a young Doctor, and they did introduce some episodes, some rather scantily clad young female companions. And there was a hint, perhaps, that the Doctor was more interested than just travelling companions, but they never explored it. After all, it started off as a drama series for the BBC, but there's always this attitude that it was a children's programme, and they couldn't introduce that into it. And of course the kissing in this 1.5 hour special, which may get some people up in arms, was really a sort of a more respectful kissing, I thought.
Yes, was tastefully done, but it did
yes,
have me reaching for the phone to complain to the BBC.
You see, you're a perfectionist.
No, I'm just old, I think. Richard Hollis on the latest, possibly last incarnation of Doctor Who. Who fans are known as Whovians. Star Trek fans are, of course, Trekkies. And for our quiz prize this week, we have a treat for Trekkies. The book, The Physics of Star Trek, which answers burning questions like what warps when you're travelling at warp speed. To win, tell me, who directed the third Star Trek movie, The Search for Spock? Answers to On-Screen Quiz 22, BBC World Service, Bush House, London, England. The question again, who directed Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock?